You know, I'm here with the one and only Joseph Paul Amwa. He was for a long time Ghana's 200-meter record holder before some small boy called James Dazi came to overthrow him. I'll ask him how he feels not being the record holder anymore in Ghana, and what kind of relationship he has with James Dazi, and if he's ready to compete for Mother Ghana at the 13th African Games. So without going boring you with the introduction and all of that, I'm here with Joseph Paul Amwa. Anytime I see people with two English names, I ask them, why do you have two English names?
Um, eh, so I was named after two of my grandfathers. Yeah, one is called Joseph, the other one is called Paul. And I mean, I grew up knowing that that's my name. I asked the same question, and then that's what I was told. I was named after the two of them. So one Joseph, one Paul. They put them together, Joseph Paul and more.
But what has really resonated a lot more with people is Joe Paul, Joe Paul, Joe Paul. Did you give that to yourself?
No, I didn't. These people just started calling me that, and I was like, hey, I'll take it. Joe from Joseph, and then Paul is the regular Paul. So Paul from Paul. So yeah. But people also call me JP just to shorten it. So JP, Joseph. Yeah. But now people, I think in the States, more people call me Joseph, just Joseph. Yeah. They don't really call me by my middle name. Yeah.
Great. So you're practicing Catholic. How strong a Catholic are you?
Um, I'll say I'm a very strong Catholic. I mean, I wasn't born into a Catholic home, but growing up, when I moved to live with my uncle, that was when I actually went deep into the Catholic, denomination. So from then, I just started practicing. I say all the prayers and everything. I know everything about the Catholic life. Oh, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you.
Yeah, yeah, he knows his Catholic prayers. Man. I just wanted to see if he was a practicing Catholic. No, I mean away from your personal life. From Prempeh College, you are here. You know, how do you feel about your career trajectory?
Um, I just feel like it's just putting your mind to what you want to do. Like I feel like whatever you put your mind to do, you'll be able to do it with hard work and then determination and stuff like that. So actually, like my first 2 years in Prempeh, I wasn't really into track like that. I was doing it, but I was doing basketball as well. And coming from Accra to Kumasi, like most of the sport that we really used to do in school was basketball and then football. Yeah, Accra, be Accra boys there, Sana Accra boys there. So when I went to Prempeh, I did inter-houses and stuff, and then realized that I was really good in athletics, and then they tried to push me more towards athletics because they felt like I couldn't make the football team, and then I was part of the basketball team, but I wasn't a starter and stuff like that. So, I put more eggs in the athletics basket, and then that's when I actually like realized that I could really take this far. Yeah.
Which of your coaches back from Prempeh would you say really saw you as a proper athlete? I hear some names, but I want you to mention the one person who you can say, okay, you know what? Because of this man, I am doing this.
Um, I say the main person is Agronana. Agronana, he was a basketball coach, and he was an assistant coach, but mainly for basketball. And then Mr. Fusuhine was the main, like the head coach of all the sports. But Agronana, I'll say he's the one that actually pushed me more into athletics, because he was my coach for basketball and then athletics, and he knew which one I was better in. So he did whatever he could to like get me to lean more towards athletics than basketball. Sometimes you sit me on the bench, yeah, just for shaky reasons. He wants to shake me, but I mean, yeah, but I'll always, thank him for seeing a potential and making sure that I was going towards the right direction. Yeah.
Gronana, wherever you are, thank you for giving us yourself for Amma, the 200-meter sprinter, not the basketball player. Anyway, so, you're free. A tree. Mm. And I say you are Bonting, yeah. We from far, now we are a Bonting, yeah. You are Bonting, we outside. You Jackba, we outside. Yeah, but how is the feeling like for you to see that? Okay, from Prempeh College, I did this. I went to uni. I'm at I'm at a Bonting, basically, running at the highest level for the country. How proud of yourself, or how proud are you of yourself for what you've been able to achieve so far?
Um, I'll say I remember, watching athletics on TV, and it was like when I realized that I could really do this, I started wearing the national uniform, competing for Ghana on that stage, and I think Emmanuel Dasso, the 200-meter runner for Ghana, he was in the 2016 Olympics. I remember watching that on TV with my uncle in the living room. I hadn't done it yet, and we're talking about I want to run on that on that stage someday, and then the following year I left. Yeah, I left the following year. So like competing for Ghana has always been like a dream for me to make sure that even though my country's on the map, we want to make sure that we either maintain it or send them higher on the map of the athletic map. So it's always been my dream to compete for Ghana, and being able to do it with these guys is just an amazing feeling. So yeah, I'll say it's a blessing.
When you first broke the national record, did you know you had broken the record?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. I just saw the time on the clock. I was like, oh, that's really fast because it was like very close to 19, and I didn't even go into the race thinking about national record. I didn't go into the race thinking about national record, but I came out, and then I think one of the Ghanaian officials, hit me up and were like, and I started seeing it on the internet that like new national record and stuff. I was like, oh wow. And then later on, I realized that when I'd broken it, and even when it was said I wasn't born, I was like, that was there for a minute. So I mean,
How did that make you feel? Because you broke a record that was set before you were even born.
yeah, it's I say it's all good, man. It's all good, hard work, and funny enough, the person that had the record went to school with my mom, um, to four, yeah, and my mom didn't know, she watches me and all that stuff, but she's not really like the record person and stuff like that. But when she also saw the news, she hit me up and was like, "Do you know that I went to school with this guy?" And I was like, "Oh wow." Then I think she either said it in their year group, yeah, their WhatsApp. No, somebody said it. I think somebody said it in the group, and then that's when she was like, "Oh wow!" So she started making jokes with it that my son has broken his record and stuff like that.
But have you met before?
Oh yeah, I met him. I met him several times. The first time I met him was actually in Morocco, the African Games in Morocco. So I met him that time, and I think I mentioned it to him that my mom said she went to school, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I bet her, yeah." So it was a shock to me, but I mean, that's what we do. We train hard to be able to run fast. So getting that result was like, it was just cementing the fact that I've put in so much work, and now I'm actually reaping what I sowed on the track, like I practice. So yeah, like
He doesn't hold that record anymore. It was broken by a small boy, a very small boy. What's your relationship like with James? And when you heard he had broken your record, were you a bit sad? Me personally, I would have been sad though.
um, I wasn't sad. I wasn't sad. Like when you see something coming, like because we've been doing this for quite some time, we know that yeah. Like I saw James running very impressive times, and then I knew that he was gonna, maybe it came too soon, but I wasn't surprised to hear that he had broken the record, right? And the time that he actually ran to break it was like, yeah, it was mind blowing, like 19.7. That's crazy. And my relationship with James is excellent. He's a very humble guy. He's a very humble guy, and that's what we all need, people that like he wouldn't say, oh, I'm a national record holder. So when this person says this, like we talk, he listens to advice. We share ideas and stuff like that. So I have a very good relationship, very cordial relationship with James, and I actually thought he was coming, but I heard he wasn't coming. So you know, I wish him all the best in whatever he's doing here.
You talking about relationships now. 4 by 100. I mean, this is one of Ghana's biggest strengths. We have Azamati, we have yourself in there. You know, let me first ask this question on in terms of your relationship with all the athletes in camp. How is your relationship like with them?
Excellent, excellent. We love to do things together, and I feel like since 2019 when we actually started doing the relay again, that's one of the things that has really like helped us in putting up all those type of performances. I think relay is a unity type of thing. Yeah, there has to be unity. There are so many fast nations in the world, and sometimes when they get to competitions, we don't even see what like they are doing on the track. But it's only because there's no unity in the team. I feel like our team has a very, we gel very well. Like even when we're going to eat, when we go for competitions and we're going to eat, we make sure that we all go together. So teams see us and they're like, damn, like these guys are actually, very united. Yeah, like the brotherhood is crazy. So I think my relationship with the guys excellent. Even when we have a new team, Ben and I have run on the relay since 2019, but over time there have been some changes. But regardless, whoever is new on the team, all of a sudden you could see that brotherhood. Like even if the person hasn't run on the national team before, like as soon as we know that and we know that oh he's gonna be on the team, you could literally see the gelling at that time. So whenever wherever we go, when the relay is there, the link, the brotherhood, everything is just strong, and I feel like that's what has carried us throughout, you know, the year from 2019 when we actually, put the Ghana relay back on the map. Yeah.
I don't like. I'm not a person who likes sad stories or bad stories. But you remember the one race, the 4 by 100 race, and that thing happened, and then you guys couldn't, compete.
That was in Poland.
Yeah.
You talking about the one we got third, but we got DQ'd. Oh yeah, that was a very sad one. The main goal for that competition was actually to make it to the finals, and then we'll get the automatic Olympic qualification, which we did. So we made it there, and then now it was running for a medal. So it was very unfortunate, but we have to understand that that's how relays are. Our baton didn't fall. It was a very minor error, just a little pass over the changeover zone. Very unfortunate, but I mean, you learn from mistakes like that. If that hadn't happened, we probably not know. We would have probably did it on a bigger stage, which we wouldn't want. So it was very unfortunate, but we wish we actually.
Any lessons learned moving forward? Because again, Paris is coming.
Yeah.
Likely you guys will be in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about the lesson that we've learned. It's not about how fast the team is. What is actually doing the running is the baton. You could have everybody on the team running sub 10, but if the baton doesn't cross the line, you are not the winner, or you are not in the finals, or you're not on the podium. So what we try to do all the time is make sure the baton goes around. We know we're pretty good on the track, so if the baton touches everybody's hands, they'll do what they have to do. So we just have to make sure we pass the baton where we're supposed to pass it, and then the rest will be history. Yeah.
I've any Ghanaian athletes I meet, I ask this question: are you ready for the 13th African Games? You are here. Are you ready?
I'll say we are ready.
No, Joseph Paul, are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I train pretty hard, so I know that it's even though it's kind of early in the season, but we made some adjustments. This is the first time we run like a major championship in March. We wish it was later in the year, but we're not going to say, oh, because it's too early we can, you know, compete. But we train for moments like this. So it's here. What we have to do is compete and make sure that we get to the finals and make the podium.
In terms of making the podium, I know you know that there's a lot of pressure on you and your other colleagues to win. No, see, we don't want bronze, we don't want silver. We actually want gold. Does these expectations weigh on you as a person?
Um, I think we'd rather use it. We know there's pressure because we're home, but we'd rather use it as a motivation instead of letting it break us because we're able to do it in another country. So why can't we do it on our home on our home tracks? So we use that pressure. There's pressure, honestly, but we use that pressure as a motivation um, to boost us. If we get the baton and we hear the crowd, it's only time is only telling us, yo, you have to go faster. So we use that as a motivation to push us rather than letting it, break us. So we're ready.
Abraham was mentioning to me that is expecting a lot of Ghanaians to come in there to watch the athletes, you guys run and whatever thing. Is it the same for you? Is that what you're looking forward to?
Yeah. I'm expecting like a very big crowd. Yeah, I've seen over the years. I realized that Ghanaians are, getting a lot of interest in track and field. I don't know why, but I hope it's for a good reason. Hopefully, because we've won.
Record holders running for you.
Yeah. So it's like we are really expecting a lot of people. I mean, so hey, I'll tell everybody, come in your numbers, give us the support that we need. It's our home track, so whatever support we get, we're gonna use that as a boost. So we want to see a packed stadium, and give Ghanaians what they want to see.
What medal should I be expecting from
For me, the goal is to win the ultimate gold. Um, if not, the West should be bronze. So I'm expecting to get on the podium. But yeah, I'm expecting to be on the podium. Whichever final you see me in, expect me on the podium. If it's not gold, it's silver. If it's not silver, it's bronze. But I'll be on the podium. Yeah.
All right. So finally, what next for you? I mean, I know after African Games, you're looking at Paris, but for you as an athlete, what next for you? Is it more athletics? Is it going back to school? Is it going to better or get yourself an education, more education to, because there's life after athletics, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that I always talk to my uncle about. It's something that is, in the pipeline. We, working towards it. So I graduated accounting in 2021, and after that, track, like professional track, came in place. So there's been a little delay in like, you know, my next step in school, but it's definitely something that I will do, which is further my education in accounting. So my uncle and I, we will talk about it, and we're going to see the right people that will help me go towards the right direction in trying to achieve the highest level of my accounting degree.
Are we looking at ourselves as chartered accountants now?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it's that was just the first degree in accounting, so you could. I'll say that's where I want to see myself. I want to be a chartered accountant.
Wow, the sprinter wants to charter in accounting. That's pretty different.
Yeah, it's. I'll say I'm a numbers guy. I like to work with numbers, and I'm a money guy. I'm sure everybody likes money, so yeah. So that's definitely something that I want to do. So I'll make sure that whilst I'm doing track, I'm thinking about ways to either combine it or when I'm done, start it.
Great. So this has been my chat with Joseph Poamo, the legendary Joseph Poamo, former 200-meter record holder. Yeah. You are. Look, I don't think you Benjamin Azamati, Abraham, William Amponsa, James Darty actually know how big a deal you are.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You didn't know you're a big deal.
Ben, say we are legends. Too. They say we are legends.
All right, so yes, this has been my chat with Joseph Paul Amwa, former 200-meter record holder, but he's still running very fast, and he's hoping to reclaim his title as the record holder. And moving forward, he says he's ready to represent the country at the 13th African Games. It's been a fun conversation with him. My name is Bernardo Say.